This is the AEW Rampage November 15, 2024 full show results video, which takes place at Total Mortgage Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. The show started with a match between Hikaru Shida vs Layla Gray, and the result of this match was Hikaru Shida defeated Layla Gray when Shida got a near fall after a dropkick off the middle rope. Gray blocked a kick and rolled up Shida for a near fall, and then Hikaru Shida hit the Falcon Arrow and got the pinfall. Renee Paquette interviewed Harley Cameron, who played a guitar and sang a song about a little girl, not a child because that would be weird, but someone who is small in stature until she ran out of time. The next match happened between Mark Briscoe vs Ari Daivari. Briscoe hit a suplex for a near fall and then followed up with some redneck kung fu. On the floor, Briscoe tossed Daivari into the ringside barricade and they brawled around ringside. Sterling broke up Briscoe's attempt at using a chair for a springboard, and this distracted gave Daivari the opportunity to take control. Sterling distracted Briscoe when he went to the top, and Daivari caught Briscoe with a sleeper and a short arm lariat followed up with a hammerlock DDT got Daivari a near fall. Briscoe mounted his comeback with more redneck kung fu and a series of forearms and hit a fisherman's buster for two. Daivari blocked a J Driller and hit a super kick. Daivari charged into a Death Valley driver and Briscoe went to the top, but Daivari crotched him and then tried for a J Driller, but Briscoe escaped. Sterling distracted Briscoe, so Rocky Romero ran interference and took out Sterling. In the end, Romero tossed Briscoe the chair, and Briscoe hit his launchpad plancha onto Sterling and Daivari, then dropped the froggy bow for the pinfall. The next match happened between Commander vs Rocky Romero. MVP was shown watching the match in the back, and after some even lucha exchanges, Romero started to overpower Commander. Romero delivered a superplex and both guys were down, then Commander hit a walking the ropes springboard moonsault. After a series of reversals and counters, Commander hit a springboard dropkick off the middle rope. Romero kicked Commander in the face when he went for a moonsault and then hit a running sliced bread for a near fall. In the end, Commander rammed Romero in the corner with a running power slam, then walked the top rope and hit a shooting star press for the pinfall. Lexi Nair's interview with Anna Jay was interrupted by Taya Valkyrie. Valkyrie offered Jay some insurance for her no DQ Women's World title match, but Jay would have none of it. The next match happened between Rush and the Beast Mordos vs Richard Holiday and Alec Price. Mordos destroyed Price with a power slam and a pop-up Samoan drop, and Rush tagged in and Holiday held his own with Rush for about 12 seconds. Rush tossed him to the floor and bounced his head off the ring barricade and then brutalized the poor job guy. In the end, back in the ring, Rush hit the running shotgun dropkick in the corner and got the pinfall. Lexi Nair asked MVP if he was scouting talent in AEW, and MVP thinks some talent in AEW needs motivation and better management, while others are arrogant talent that needs to be beaten down. Guess what kind of talent Swerve Strickland is? MVP also had kind things to say about Commander and Ricochet. Then we saw a hype package for Anna Jay vs Mariah May for Collision tomorrow night. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Ricochet vs Dante Martin. Ricochet kept Martin from getting to the rope to break a wrist lock, so Dante countered by flipping out of it. Dante went for a sunset flip, but Ricochet countered it somehow with his own sunset flip and then snapped off a mean-looking dropkick. The fight went to the floor, where both guys avoided moonsaults. Back in the ring, more creative avoidance of each other's offense ended with Ricochet hitting a Gamanjiri and a springboard clothesline. After a long split-screen break, Martin went for a double-jump springboard moonsault, but it was more like a cartwheel into a knee to Ricochet's head. Martin hit a springboard frog splash for a near fall, and Ricochet hit a Northern Lights suplex and rolled right out of that and into a brainbuster. A standing shooting star press got Ricochet a near fall, and Martin tried a springboard into a bulldog, but Ricochet turned that into a blue thunder bomb for another near fall. Martin countered a vertigo attempt with a cradle, but Ricochet dropped him with a backdrop suplex. In the end, Ricochet hit a sliding elbow strike and got the pinfall. After the match, Ricochet helped Martin to his feet and they showed each other respect after a good match, and the show goes off the air.